This is Chains. Artwork on the wall, courtesy of Ariana. Word to my gradually receding hairline, man. I'm not getting any younger over here, but I'm learning to embrace my age as these grays climb for airtime. I've got a wife and kids now, this is their time. Time to let go my ego. That's why I chop my locks off. I'm trying to spend less time in the mirror and more time reflecting. It's obvious the world needs change, but there's chains around my neck that I've been wearing since 3 trimesters after conception. And I ain't trying to rock them, I'm trying to drop them. I'm working on picking the locks off them so I can forever toss them out the window of my mind frame. And further develop my strategy for this mind game that we call life. I look around and see this green encryption falling down. It surrounds us, its purpose to confound, thus bound us. Clarity's a rarity, but lessons are profound when you can decipher these symbols that abound, which are relative to you, like kin, and they like and alike in the way they grow on you, and like in the hyphens, a way that they connect you to a deeper purpose, to help you search and see what's lurking deep beneath the surface of the superficial age that we're living in, where we raise our little kids as if their innocence is limitless. We normalize sexual images, and then we ask how some kids are promiscuous the minute their pubescence hits. We glorify the aesthetic, objectifying each other as if we're items to be possessed, and then we turn around and wonder how children are so for sex, living by double standards, hypocrisy's unaddressed. Let's see, therein lies a deeper problem. If we don't recognize a problem, what is there to solve? And if you don't reckon you're a part of Babylon just because you see it's fallen, well then I guess you're absolved, huh? Chained down by that ego, says I, as am I, and my excuses, I'm just trying to get by. And I ain't proud of that complacency, it eats me inside, and though it eats me alive, somehow I still let it ride. I outwardly justify it with my 3 kids and my wife. Truth is I grew up compliant, been that way most of my life. Now my soul grows defiant of that compliance, and I find myself with this burning desire to start a riot, and in my mind I'm getting all riled up, putting posts up on Facebook like look at how they defile us. Snap back to reality and I tend to stay quiet, man. Visited, occupy, but stood by and stay silent as the people's mic drowned out the sound of the sirens. I watched cops line up smiling, probably itching for violence. Meanwhile I watched the occupiers wishing that I was them, wishing that I was David standing up to Goliath, just wishing. Putting no means towards that end though, introvert in my safe, so looking out through the window on this rising tide of change, but afraid to dip in my big toe. Never mind jumping all the way in and swimming, you dig it, exhibiting inhibitions which inhibit my intermissions from peace are what hinder my inner vision, and when my third eye is blinded, impotence in decision making, exacerbating my self-inflicted imprisonment. I'm a slave on my own accord. Are you listening? I no longer blame the system for the chains that I'm twisted, and I've maintained their existence so they remain my affliction till the day that something different within me is risen. Emancipation is not something gifted by legal diction, but a realization manifested that freedom's intrinsic in the simple fact that we're living. I'm saying freedom's a given, only rescinded by the chains to which we give definition. Chains. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did. Hope you enjoyed Ariana's graffiti. Signing off.